was doing wildlife art pretty much, or natural art, because that was back when I was still definitely a wildlife artist. That's what I'd been doing in Mexico in the jungle, and painting parrots and butterflies. And I was living on the Guatemalan coast with a family for months, and I had a little dugout canoe, cayuco, that I bought with a sail, and I'd just sail up the coast and paddle up the rivers to the first waterfall, and then paint the wildlife. Roots reggae inspires me. It's just the music of the people, and it's something, like I said, where I would find it when I lived in Fiji, and we'd listen to the same music, or Aboriginal Australians, or in Nepal, or Thailand, or Morocco, where I worked. Reggae was really big. It was really that international, and I felt when I lived with the Rastas in St. James Parish in Jamaica, I just felt totally at home. There were like 3 generations of people. I lived in my hammock. I had just come out of the jungle in Guatemala and in Mexico. Actually, I was in Mexico, and there was a giant earthquake. I was on my way to Merida, and all the borders were closed, and I made a decision in 45 minutes to leave. I went to the airport, and I picked the first plane, and it was Kingston. So I just went to Kingston. Right after I got out of Morocco, we were hitchhiking, a friend and I were hitchhiking through Europe. We made it as far as France, and pretty much that was it. We didn't have any money or any more energy, and found a job in the fruit fields, just being a migrant fruit picker. And I started painting in France. The guy that owned going to a restaurant, in a little hotel in a little village, saw me painting and hired me to do work. And so I graduated from there, and I started working in his restaurant too, and then doing works that were for the village. I redid. They had an ancient fountain there that they were going to tear down, so they took a bunch of pictures, and I did a big pencil piece for the main reception hall of the hotel. Well, reggae in the river for many, many years. Monterey Bay has 2 giant pieces that I did. Sierra Nevada has, well, this piece and probably about 20 other pieces. We've been working with them for 17, 18 years. Gretchen, the festival owner, I said, you want to trade? Because it's always, and we started trading for flags. And back then we laughed years ago. We said, oh, someday it'll be everywhere. A lot of times, things that I've done years ago end up as images on a bigger piece, and I've done that over and over again, where I really like something, and I preserve it through a template, and I kind of get to know the individual lions and what jobs they've done, and they come back and they do it again. The art keeps flowing. I think it always will. I don't see myself doing anything else. I really don't want to. But it's always open. You never know where it's going to take you. You never know which technique or what's the next commission. Yeah, I really never know what's going to happen. Which is that's the joy of it all. Really, it's the best job ever.